Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. I just have to start by telling you all that the energy I've been feeling lately is incredibly powerful, especially as we move into today's reading. It's been building up over the weekend, and I really sense that a lot of it is coming from the strong intentions many of you have been sending to this video, even before it was recorded. Since time is fluid on the energetic level, when you send your energy to something, whether it's in the past, present, or future, it creates this beautiful quantum entanglement. You start to influence each other, and that's definitely happening here in this reading. Take that however it resonates with you. I also feel that for many of you, something shifted in the last few days. Perhaps an event or experience that caused you to send a different kind of energy to this reading. That shift is helping to co-create the messages that are about to come through. So, thank you, as always, to everyone who is here, showing up and actively co-creating this experience with me on the channel. If you want to contribute even more of your energy to this reading and allow me to tune into your specific situation, simply like the video and subscribe to the channel. These are powerful forms of energy exchange that help me connect more deeply with your unique frequency. Now, just a reminder, through these readings I channel different energies, people, situations, and connections. So, always trust your intuition and take only what resonates with you. Your intuition is the guidance that's always present and active within you. My goal here is to help you reconnect with that inner knowing, reminding you of what your intuition already understands. Right from the start of this reading, I'm getting a strong, unmistakable energy, and it's already sending chills through me. I saw the number 223. Which is so interesting because it's just one number away from 222, and that feels significant. There's a sense of something that almost happened, but didn't quite align, like a near miss. That energy of something being just out of reach is strong in the air right now. I immediately feel that this is connected to a very powerful soul connection. This isn't just a casual encounter. This is a bond that feels profound, like two souls trying to come together, yet something held it back. I'm also getting some letters that could be key here. The letter J stands out. Maybe it's an initial, a name, or something else significant to someone. And along with that, I'm hearing Y and D. These letters feel important to someone's journey, or this connection in particular. Now, about that near-missed energy, it feels like it could take a few different forms, and I'm sensing a couple of potential scenarios. For some of you, I'm picking up on a deep, intense connection you've had with someone, a connection that felt undeniable, almost like you were meant to be. But for some reason, the timing just wasn't right. It could have been a matter of things just not falling into place at the right moment. Maybe it's a case of right person, wrong time, or perhaps things just didn't align in the physical world at the time, even though emotionally and spiritually there was a powerful pull. This could also be the energy of two people who almost came together, only to feel like they were always just a little out of sync, as though fate was playing with them. However, for others, I'm picking up a slightly different story. I keep hearing the term false twin flame situation. And I want to be clear that this message isn't for everyone, but for someone out there. I feel like you may have been questioning a connection you thought was your twin flame or soulmate. Lately, you might be noticing subtle shifts in your perception of this person. It's as if the illusion is beginning to fade, and you're starting to see them in a new light, maybe realizing that the deep connection you once felt might not have been what you thought it was. This could feel a bit disorienting, like you were on a certain path, or had a certain belief about who this person was in your life. only to find yourself questioning whether that connection was truly aligned with your soul's journey. It's important to note, though, that I'm feeling as if I'm speaking to two separate groups of people here, or possibly even two distinct individuals within someone's life. For most of you, I don't believe these are the same person. So if you're resonating with both aspects of the message, it's likely that these are two different connections or experiences unfolding for you. Even though the energy feels similar, I sense they are separate, and the messages are meant to guide you through these distinct yet related experiences. Take a moment to let this sink in. If you're feeling any of these energies in your life right now, know that you're not alone in this. It's all part of the journey, of discovering who truly resonates with your soul's path and who may have just been a stepping stone along the way. For some of you, I'm feeling this really specific energy around one person in your life, someone who you might have thought had a deep, meaningful connection with you, but now you're starting to question everything. It's almost like you've been in a fog, unable to see the situation clearly. Maybe there was a time when you believed this person was meant to be in your life in a significant way, but now things feel messy. It's like the clarity you once had is being clouded, and the deeper connection you thought you felt is now uncertain. If this resonates, take it as it comes, but know that it's part of a bigger picture unfolding for you. I'm also seeing red hair in my mind's eye. This could be a detail that stands out to someone listening. Maybe it's the person you're dealing with, or it could be something else significant to your situation. But hey, if this part of the reading isn't quite connecting for you, don't worry. There's a lot of energy coming through, and I feel that different messages are going to speak to different people throughout this reading. So if this bit isn't resonating, hang on, because there could be something later on that hits just right. Now, I keep hearing the word freedom attached to your energy, and it feels incredibly important. Whoever you are, your freedom is calling to you right now, and it's time to make it your top priority. I'm sensing that for some of you, your life has been bound by restrictions. Maybe you've felt confined or limited in ways that have made you feel small, trapped, or even stuck. This kind of restriction could have come from within: self-doubt, negative self-talk, or harsh self-judgment. Or it could have been influenced by external factors, people, societal expectations, or environments that taught you to hold back or dim your light. For some, this restriction might have been tied to a relationship or a dynamic that felt very heavy. Maybe you've been involved in a relationship or community that didn't allow you to fully express yourself. Whether it's a toxic partnership, a family situation, or even a belief system that kept you from being your true self, I'm picking up on this strong sense of fighting for your freedom. I'm feeling a lot of emotion around this, and it's bringing me chills as I speak it. It's like someone here has been battling, almost like a soul fight, to break free and claim their own truth. Whatever this restriction has been for you, whether it's been imposed by others or self-inflicted, it's time to break free from it. It's time to prioritize your freedom, your peace, and your authenticity. This energy is asking you to step into your power, to let go of anything that has held you back, and to claim the space you deserve to just be, without judgment, without limitation, and without fear. This is your moment to rise and live in your fullest expression. Whoever I'm speaking to right now, I can feel the intensity of your journey so deeply that my eyes are starting to water. You've been through a lot, and I can sense the weight of what you've had to fight through just to claim the freedom you now have. It's like you were born into or chose to take on some extremely heavy, restrictive belief systems or environments, whether it was a culture, a religion, a family dynamic, or something else that tried to hold you down. It was almost as if these forces were designed to make you forget who you truly are. But despite all that, you've done something incredible. You've started to remember your power. And in doing so, you've unlocked the potential not just to free yourself, but to help free others too. What you've been through has been so intense. It's like I can physically feel it. My palms are sweating just from the energy of it all. It's the kind of energy that's fiery, passionate, and full of drive. I'm hearing that it's been a trial by fire for you, a soul-level initiation that has shaped you into who you are today. And I want you to know that you've fought through every challenge with everything you have. Now, I can feel that you're entering a new phase, a new era, one that's all about freedom. You've fought for this, you've earned it, and it's coming to you now. Most of the battles you've faced, though, have been unseen by others. You've faced them within yourself. I'm seeing someone lying alone in bed, wrestling with their own thoughts, fears, and self-judgments. These battles have been mental and emotional, but you've bravely fought them all. And in doing so, you've won your freedom. Whether it's walking away from a toxic relationship, breaking free from a controlling environment, or just overcoming those inner struggles, you've done it. You've earned this peace, this sense of freedom. Take it as it resonates. Whether it's freedom from a person, a community, or even just an internal shift that has liberated you. And with all that you've gone through, I feel like you're now standing in a place where you may sometimes feel a bit misunderstood. You've been through so much that it can be hard for others to fully grasp your journey. But here's what I'm seeing. You've emerged from this as someone with wisdom, someone who's truly learned from the depths of their experiences. I'm hearing that there's something magical about your eyes. They stand out in a way that's almost hypnotic to others. There's a magnetism in your presence. People who align with your energy feel drawn to you. They can't look away. They're just magnetized to your frequency. At the same time, people who are out of sync with your energy might not even see you. They might not register your presence, and that can feel confusing at times. But this is part of your shift into a higher vibrational space, a higher dimensional energy. It's like you're moving into a new frequency, and the world around you is starting to reflect that change. People who aren't on the same wavelength may simply fall away, and that's okay. It's all part of your soul's evolution. You're leveling up, and not everyone is meant to come with you. But the ones who are aligned with you, they're going to be drawn to you in ways you've never experienced before. Keep shining, because you've earned every step of this transformation. Whoa, I just received a powerful download for someone, and I feel it so strongly. For whoever I'm speaking to, you may find yourself walking through life feeling like almost no one notices you or sees you for who you truly are. It's like you're invisible, and that can feel so uncomfortable and isolating at times. I'm seeing you, even in places like a grocery store, where people pass by you without a glance, not even acknowledging your presence. It's as though you're standing in a different reality, looking at them through a glass wall. You can see them, but they don't see you, and it can feel like a lonely experience. But here's the thing. There are moments, even with complete strangers, when something shifts. Suddenly someone notices you in a way that feels different, like they can see you, the real you. It's like a deep, instant recognition. They might smile at you, or even walk up and start a conversation out of nowhere. And sometimes you may encounter people who just stare at you, and you don't even know why. You might feel like they recognize you somehow, like you've crossed paths before, even though you've never met. These moments might be brief and fleeting, but they feel powerful, don't they? So, why is this happening? Why are people's reactions to you so different now? Well, This shift is all part of the incredible transformation you've gone through. You've been working hard on yourself, battling your inner struggles, and leveling up your energy in ways that are now beginning to radiate outward. That inner freedom you fought so hard to claim is starting to manifest in your outer world. It's as though your vibrational frequency has been upgraded, and because of this, you're starting to interact with the world in a whole new way. Here's where it gets interesting. Because your frequency has shifted so much, the people around you are responding differently. Many people can't even see you right now, not because of who you are, but because they're simply not on the same frequency. They're still operating in a lower vibrational plane, while you've elevated yourself to a much higher one. But the ones who are on your wavelength, who can feel your energy and connect with you at this higher level, they will feel an undeniable pull toward you. They will be drawn to you in a way that feels magnetic because they recognize your soul's frequency and are aligned with it. So, if you've been feeling like you're invisible to some, know that it's not a reflection of your worth, it's just a sign of your growth. And the people who are meant to connect with you, the ones who are vibrating on the same frequency as you, are going to come into your life at the perfect time. You're shifting into a new realm of possibility, and the right people are going to start finding their way to you. You're magnetic, and the more you embrace this inner power, the more you'll attract those who truly see you for the light you are. I know this may sound like an unexpected message to come through in the middle of this reading, but I feel it's really important for someone listening. It's not where we began, but I sense that this particular part of the message will resonate deeply for a few of you. I'm reshuffling the cards, but let's go back to a few individuals who seem to be having strong reactions to you. People who feel incredibly drawn to you. One of them, in particular, may have seemed like a soul connection or even a twin flame at one point. But now you might be questioning, is this a false twin? There's a sense of confusion around this connection, and you're unsure what to make of it. This message feels like it's for a smaller group of people, but if this resonates, it's important that you hear it. You may be feeling confused because, in the physical world, nothing seems to have changed between you and this person. But on an energetic or psychic level, something feels different, like a fog is starting to clear, or your eyes are being opened in a new way. You're beginning to see this person's true nature, and it's almost like you're thinking, how did I not notice this before? You might even be experiencing a faint sense of betrayal, like something doesn't sit right with you. There's an energy here that you're sensing intuitively, but you can't quite put your finger on it. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to dig deeper into this, but what I'm picking up is that you might feel attacked or even manipulated by this person. Whether this is a platonic or romantic connection, the energy is confusing because, on the surface, nothing seems to have changed. But your intuition is picking up on something deeper, and you're beginning to see things that weren't clear before. I'm getting that with the Six of Wands reversed and the Tower reversed, there's a sense of avoidance here. This person might be avoiding something within themselves, some sort of shadow they haven't faced. This feeling could be unsettling, but trust your intuition. It's guiding you towards seeing the truth, even if it's hard to accept. If this is a platonic situation, I'm sensing that the person in question could be a friend who tends to project a lot onto you. They may offer advice constantly or try to tell you what you should do, but underneath it all, they're actually avoiding their own inner work. This can lead to feelings of frustration, where you sense that they're unhappy with themselves or their life, and as a result, they fixate on you. It's like they're constantly pointing out things they think you need to change or fix, almost nitpicking at you, but not taking the time to look at themselves. They're not doing the deep self-reflection needed to address their own issues. This person may struggle with being alone with their thoughts and might need constant external stimulation because they're afraid to face their own inner world. They have a deep disconnect between their physical self and their inner truth, and it's creating this sense of unease. In contrast, you are someone who is deeply connected to your inner self. You're intuitive, and even though it may frustrate you at times, you have the wisdom to trust your own guidance. You might feel like you've been giving away some of your power to this person or others, not fully accepting the depth of your own wisdom. Your guides are telling me that you know how to listen to your intuition. You understand how to guide your life, and there's this simple but powerful message coming through. Don't let anyone else control you or tell you what to do. You're intuitive and wise, even when you might doubt it. This person, however, is so disconnected from their own inner world that they struggle to trust their own intuition. They might try to fix things, but they're doing it in a way that's completely out of sync with their true self. It's almost like their actions only make things worse, creating more frustration. If this person is a co-worker or someone you interact with regularly, you might feel this frustration more intensely, but until now, you may not have fully understood where it was coming from. Now, you have more clarity. It's likely that you've been unintentionally giving away some of your own power to them, perhaps without realizing it. It's time to reclaim your energy, trust your intuition, and take back the space that is rightfully yours. I know this might sound a bit strange, but hear me out. There's something powerful happening in your energy right now. You've been so open, so willing to listen to others, take in their advice, hear them out, and offer your understanding. But here's the catch. This person you've been so generous with, they're deeply disconnected from themselves. I keep hearing your guides say, this person is simply not on your level. This could be someone in your romantic life or a platonic relationship, but either way, there's a clear dynamic happening here. If it's a romantic connection, there's an undercurrent of something unspoken, something that you might not even be fully aware of. This person, whether they've confessed their feelings to you or not, is carrying a lot of unexpressed emotion. I'm hearing that they're actually heartbroken over you, and in a way, it's a secret heartbreak. It's like they're carrying this weight, but it's something they haven't fully shared or admitted. For some of you, this might be a friend, co-worker, or even someone who's been around you enough for you to sense their feelings, even if they haven't said anything. It could also be someone from your past or present, still hanging on to old emotions and the sense that they've lost something precious. What's really happening here is that this person is feeling the shift in your energy. They're subconsciously aware that you've leveled up in ways that they can't quite comprehend, and they're struggling with it. There's almost a feeling that they're trying to hold on to you, whether it's emotionally, energetically, or in some other way. The deeper you evolve, the more your energy becomes undeniable, and people, sometimes even strangers, tend to latch onto that. Now, I want to touch on something really important that I'm picking up on. For some of you, especially those who might identify as introverts, there's a common misconception floating around. You might sometimes feel like people see you as someone who doesn't socialize much, or that you're awkward or shy. People might judge you for being what they perceive as socially isolated or distant. But here's the thing. This is not who you truly are. You see, your energy is so magnetic, so deep, that when you do choose to connect, it's on a profound level. You might think you're an introvert, and at times, you might even judge yourself for wanting space or being alone. But in truth, you have the ability to connect with nearly anyone at an intense, meaningful level. You know this on some deep level, even if it's something you don't often express outwardly. It's actually one of the major ways people misunderstand you. They see the quietness, the time alone, and they assume that you're disconnected or distant. But the reality is, you're simply discerning. You understand that your energy is precious, and you only give it to those who can truly meet you at your level. And those who can't, well, they may struggle with this shift in your energy. They might not understand why you're so different now, why you're not as available as you used to be, but that's because you've done the work to level up. You've learned how to protect your energy, and it's causing ripples in the lives of those around you. For some, this could be uncomfortable, especially for those who are used to being in your orbit, used to the dynamic that once was. But remember, as you grow and shift, not everyone will be able to keep up. And that's okay. Your journey is your own, and the right people, those who can truly resonate with your energy, will find their way to you. Keep embracing this powerful transformation, and don't be afraid to let go of those who can't meet you where you are. You have this incredible awareness about your energy. It's like when people get close to you, they just can't get enough. Whether it's a friendship or something deeper, people can become drawn to you in a way that's almost addictive. And because you've experienced this your whole life, you've learned to be very selective about the people you let into your inner circle. You understand that when someone latches onto your energy like this, it can become draining unless there's a balanced exchange between you both. That's why, at times, you might find yourself retreating or isolating. It's your way of protecting and preserving your own energy. When people latch onto you in this way, it can actually drain you, even when you're not physically around them. You might not even realize it, but once someone starts focusing their energy on you, thinking about you constantly, or wishing to communicate with you, you can feel it. It's almost like an invisible pull, even while you sleep, subtly tugging at your energy. It's like a constant subconscious connection, and it can get exhausting. I'm sure for some of you this will really resonate. If this is a romantic situation, it's important to know that this person is actually dealing with a lot of heartache over you. That's why their energy might feel confusing or even a little off. What they might be doing, whether they realize it or not, is trying to offer advice or make suggestions, acting like they're looking out for your best interests. They may try to convince you that their intentions are pure, that they're doing it for your own good. But the truth is, they may not even realize that deep down, they're actually looking out for themselves. I don't want to call them manipulative, because I don't get the sense that they're doing it on purpose, but for some of them, it might come across that way. It's like they're moving through life unconsciously, disconnected from their true self. They see you growing, expanding, and evolving, and it's hard for them to process. They're feeling a sense of loss or heartbreak, and because of that, they might start nitpicking at you or offering advice that doesn't sit right with you. You might find yourself feeling confused or second-guessing yourself, wondering if what they're saying has truth to it. But here's the thing. This energy doesn't align with you anymore. You've leveled up and you're in a space where you can clearly see that their energy is coming from a place of fear or insecurity, not from a place of love or support. It's important to trust yourself here and not let this person's confusion or unspoken heartbreak influence your own path. Your intuition is sharp, and it will guide you through this fog. Stay grounded in your own energy, and remember, when you protect your own space, you give yourself the freedom to rise even higher. The energy coming through from your guides is incredibly strong, and it's centered around the Queen of Cups in the upright position. This energy is reminding you of your own inherent regal power, the quiet strength of the Queen. You are someone who is profoundly connected to your intuitive nature, and you have the rare ability to make decisions from a place of deep inner knowing. Right now, your guides are encouraging you to trust yourself more than ever before. There's an undeniable call to deepen your sense of self-trust. I know we've touched on this before, but the guides keep bringing it up because it's crucial at this time. I didn't expect this message to come up, but now it's clear why it has. This is an important reminder that you have the power to trust your instincts. They are your guiding light. You've always had this ability, but now is the time to really lean into it. It's not just about making decisions. It's about being able to tune into that deeper wisdom that lives within you, and trusting that your intuition will never lead you astray. As we explore the energy of the Queen of Cups, there's also a message about someone in your life who may be looking to you for support, someone who sees you as a nurturing, comforting presence. This isn't necessarily tied to gender, but this person might be seeking that motherly energy, the kind of care and guidance that you naturally embody. They might not even realize it, but they're coming to you for emotional nourishment. For some, this could feel like they're looking for someone to take care of them or give to them in a way that feels a bit one-sided. What I'm sensing here is a subtle feeling of ownership. It's almost as if they want to hold you where they are, emotionally, either consciously or subconsciously. This can lead to a sense of conflict within you because on a deep level, you know this dynamic isn't entirely balanced. Your guides are urging you to listen carefully to your intuition as you navigate this situation. Pay attention to the feelings, the emotions, and the subtle body sensations that are guiding you. You've been in training for this moment, learning to trust that inner wisdom, and your guides are fully backing you up in this process. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's delve into another energy that has been coming up in the reading. I'm feeling there's a romantic energy present here. This person feels like they are connected to your emotional journey in some way, and it's time to look more closely at the dynamics at play. What is this romantic energy trying to tell us? How is it influencing your path right now? I'm getting a strong sense that this connection is significant, and it may be time to gain clarity around it so we can move forward with a deeper understanding of how it's affecting your life. Your guides are here to help you navigate the situation with wisdom and grace, and I trust that as you listen to your own intuitive guidance, you'll find the clarity and answers you need. You are so much more in tune with your inner world than you realize. Trust that it's your greatest ally on this journey. All right, let's dive into the energy of the Two of Swords upright and Temperance in reverse. Right now, there's a sense of someone feeling torn between two choices, almost like being at a crossroads. There's a pressure to make a decision, but it feels like the choice isn't clear. This could be coming from within you, or you might be feeling external pressure to move forward when you're not sure which way to go. Honestly, this wasn't the energy I expected to come through today, but it's clear now that your guides are really guiding this reading, bringing up what's most important right now. Every time I try to ask about something else, they keep circling back to this feeling of being stuck. You might be feeling like you're caught between two different life paths. Maybe you're unsure about whether to pursue one option over the other, whether it's about a career, a relationship, or even something like where to live. It's almost like you're being pulled in two different directions, and that sense of pressure, whether internal or external, can be overwhelming. The guides want you to understand that this feeling of being stuck isn't as much about not knowing what to do, but rather about needing to give yourself space to breathe and trust in the process. So, what is the message from your guides regarding this decision or stuck energy? It's time to surrender, they say, with the Five of Swords upright. It's important to recognize that you may be feeling some sort of push to make a decision before you're ready, either from others or from yourself. It's easy to think that you're failing or not moving forward fast enough, but your guides are gently reminding you that this pressure to decide doesn't serve you. There may even be a sense of bullying yourself into making a choice, thinking you should know the answer by now, or feeling like time is running out. But remember, you've transcended a lot of those 3D human-level pressures. You're not stuck because you can't make a decision, but because your intuition has evolved so much that it's actually helping you feel the subtle energy of different outcomes. You've developed your intuition and third eye to the point where you can sense potential timelines, different outcomes, and where the energy is truly aligning. So when you feel stuck, that's actually a gift. It's your internal guidance system telling you, not yet. Hold off until the right moment comes. Think of it like a stoplight. When you feel that internal pause, it's like the red light is on, telling you to stay exactly where you are. You are in the optimal place right now, even if it doesn't feel like it. The green light, on the other hand, is the moment when the energy aligns, and it's time to move forward. Trust that your feelings, those subtle nudges from your intuition, are communicating to you when it's time to stay still and when it's time to take action. The truth is, the decision will reveal itself when the timing is right. Until then, let yourself rest in that stillness. The right path will unfold when you're ready. If you're feeling uneasy, or if no path seems to feel quite right, it could be because you're at a red light moment. Right now, you're exactly where you're meant to be. That's stillness or discomfort. That's your intuition guiding you, telling you to wait for the right moment. And when that green light turns on, trust that you'll feel the pull. An exciting, exhilarating path will light up before you, one that draws you forward with clarity and enthusiasm. But when you're trying to rush ahead, either because you're pressuring yourself or feeling pressure from others, it's like ignoring your own internal guidance. That's when frustration creeps in. The strongest message I'm getting here is surrender. Surrender to that deep knowing within you. Trust in your intuition, because it's leading you exactly where you need to go. And I'm hearing it loud and clear. You are on the right path. This has come up again and again, a theme that's been showing up in many of my recent readings. It's a reminder that even when things feel uncertain, your path is unfolding perfectly. I'm feeling called to pull some energy oracle cards to connect deeper with this message. I'm excited to see what guidance will come through for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. When you're stepping into new territory, breaking through old limitations, and shifting the collective energy, it's normal to feel energetically overwhelmed or imbalanced at times. After all, you're doing things that haven't been done before, exploring spaces others haven't ventured into. That kind of energy shift can feel intense. And here's something important to remember. When you're on this path of transformation, it's crucial to be cautious about where you seek advice. As the saying goes, don't ask for directions from people who haven't been where you want to go. This is especially important now, as the guidance you receive from others often comes from their own perspective, and many people, unfortunately, are operating from a 3D, lower vibrational standpoint. Be mindful of whose voices you're listening to during this time, and make sure it's someone who can truly meet you where you're headed. I'm also picking up on Magician and the Mirror in the reverse position, which is one of the key twin flame cards in the deck. Now, this might not apply to everyone, but I'm sensing that for some of you, you're on a twin flame journey, or you're at least experiencing deep, transformative shifts that align with this energy. With the card reversed, it indicates that a lot of internal work has been happening, especially around balancing your divine masculine and divine feminine energies. You might not have thought about it in these exact terms, but essentially, this is about harmonizing your creative side, the part of you that dreams, imagines, and creates, along with your inner strength, the part that believes in your abilities, has confidence in your vision, and takes action to turn your dreams into reality. You've been working on nurturing both of these aspects, and it's been a journey of growth, refinement, and self-empowerment. I'm also sensing that this journey has called you to release the human need for a strict, concrete plan. And I know that can be difficult, especially when the ego, or what we might call the human self, kicks in, demanding clarity and certainty. You may have caught yourself asking, when will this all unfold? How will it look? What's the next step? But lately, you've been leaning more into that deeper, soul-knowing place, the part of you that knows your life is aligning with high-vibrational, magical realities that go beyond what most people have dared to imagine, let alone experience. This inner surrender, this willingness to trust in the unknown, is part of your journey. And while it may feel unsettling at times, it's pushing you towards something truly extraordinary, an era of freedom and abundance. As we wrap up this reading, I'm pulling a final Rumi oracle card, and today the card is From Nothing to Everything. This speaks to a soul who has gone through a profound transformation, an ego death of sorts. I'm hearing that you've had to lose everything in order to gain everything. You've felt the weight of rock bottom, and you've battled through those dark nights of the soul. But now you're stepping into a new chapter, one filled with magic and abundance. There's a verse in the Bible that comes to mind, though I don't remember the exact wording. Something like, "What does a man gain if he gains the world but loses his soul?" I feel that this resonates deeply with you. You understand that many people spend their lives chasing external validation, whether through material wealth, success, or status. But you are part of the rare few who have had the courage to release the need for approval from others. You've endured ridicule, misunderstanding, and judgment in order to align yourself with your truest, deepest self. And now, those who once doubted or criticized you are about to see you step into this beautiful new era of abundance. Success, however you define it, is yours, and it's aligned with your soul. This success is not just about material gain. It's about you flourishing authentically, in alignment with your highest self. The reason this is happening for you now is because you've been brave enough to let go of everything that wasn't in alignment with your soul's path, even when it was incredibly difficult to do so. You're rising from that place of having nothing to becoming everything you were always meant to be. I'm going to close this with one final Rumi message that feels so aligned with everything we've just been discussing. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page, and wait until you hear the first line of the guidebook. I just glanced ahead, and it's spot on with the energy we've been talking about. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much. And then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits. O blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are, at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hearty stuff. It can handle a lot of calling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you have known thus far. This message speaks so beautifully to the journey of shedding what no longer serves you, stepping away from rigid identities and embracing the unknown. There are moments on this path of love and soul evolution where we're asked to release things, attachments, opinions, even control, so we can make space for something greater. It can feel like you're letting go of everything you thought you knew about yourself. It may even feel like you're losing hope at times. But trust that what is truly dying is your attachment to the idea of how things must be. What is dying is the old story, so that a much more vibrant, true story can begin. The guidance here is clear. You are being asked to let go, to surrender, to become empty, so that you can be filled with something far greater. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but this is exactly the transition that needs to happen for you to stop just dreaming about your life and start living it. The divine is guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. So, lean into this process with trust, knowing that the evolution of your soul is leading you to something even more beautiful than you've imagined. I know I don't usually read long excerpts from the guidebook, but it felt like a necessary message for so many of us right now on this path of spiritual growth and soul evolution. I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to all of you for co-creating this reading with me. I see and sense each of you, even if we're not physically together. We are so deeply connected in this collective web of consciousness, and I truly believe we are soul family reconnecting here through this channel. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.